I know you are award-winning, and anything with bubbly in it, is that considered a spritz? What's the technical definition of a spritz cocktail?
Yeah, so we're definitely looking for that carbonation and the bubbles with the spritz, and I think it can be something that's so versatile. So I'm going to show you guys a few different varieties of how we can make spritzes fun.
Perfect. And this nymph's reply that we were drinking the first part of the show, sorry, I just took mine out of the shot, was
Drink up,
absolutely delicious.
So this is the recipe there on the side, and basically you want to do equal parts. It's very refreshing. Normally, if you would have said, oh, I'm making you a cognac cocktail, I would have kind of, I don't know if I'm going to like it. It's beautiful. It's a very nice, refreshing cocktail.
Good. I'm glad y'all like it. My favorite thing about that is it has a homemade syrup in it that is a herbs de Provence syrup. So it's some thyme, lavender, a little bit of lemon oil, marjoram that's been steeped in simple syrup, and it gives it a really fun summer kick.
So many flavors blending together. It is absolutely delicious. Okay, so the next one on the list, this is something you call the Diamond Spritz.
The Diamond Spritz, yeah. So this one, we're just going to put a couple dashes of peach bitters. I went ahead and put a little bit of Noli Prat dry vermouth in there already. Okay. We're going to add some gentian liqueur as well. It'll give it kind of a bitter bassness.
Wait, what, gentian liqueur?
Gentian liqueur.
What's that?
It's called Suze. It's going to be another French product. We like everything French here.
Oh, okay.
That was a little bit of tonic. And then, of course, we're going to be using Saint Germain. This is going to be our fresh, hand-picked elderflower liqueur. It is made in France. There's about 1,000 flowers that go into each bottle, so it's quite the process to make.
No wonder it's so delicious.
I love the color of this cocktail. It's so beautiful.
Yes, it's bright and summery. We're trying to make everything ready for that summer solstice.
And no cocktail shaker required.
No, that's my favorite thing about a spritz is you can definitely shake them, you can stir them, but you can also just build them in the glass. It's very easy to do at home.
Saves time.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then that was a little bit of actually a pear cider. So one of my favorite things about a spritz is that it doesn't have to just be champagne or club soda. It can be everything from ginger beer to your favorite soda, or in this case, a pear cider, which has some carbonation as well.
And what was this little garnish you put on top there?
Some micro herbs. Once again, we're really trying to kind of embody the versatility of a spritz and also bring in some summer. So why not put a little bit of micro herbs, some greens on top for it?
Cheers.
Cheers. Mine is very full. I don't want to spill.
Diamond Spritz is what we're doing here.
The Diamond Spritz.
Oh, a totally different flavor there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Completely different flavor. I taste a bit of the vermouth.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's herby and light. Oh my gosh, yeah, totally different from the nymph's reply.
It is very herby.
Okay, let's talk about this last one. This is going to be the Saint Germain Spritz, and I like that you've used this throughout the 3 cocktails because sometimes I feel like when you buy a specialty liqueur, it just kind of sits around unless you're making that one drink.
Yeah.
Right. No, this one it's super versatile. We're going to be making the premium French spritz with it now, the Saint Germain Spritz, and I'm actually going to get you guys to help me a little bit.
Okay.
So I've already put in some Martini and Rossi Prosecco. You can use your favorite sparkling wine. I like the Martini and Rossi Prosecco. It really rounds out the elderflower, the floral fruity very nicely.
It's a little sweeter too, right?
It's
Prosecco?
A little bit for a drier kind of Prosecco. It's a little bit on that sweet side.
Okay.
So, but it balances very well. So next we're going to add some club soda. Okay. And there's actually, I have these fancy carafes that have the recipe on the back, making it very easy. But if you don't have the recipe, super easy. We're going to do 1.5 parts of Saint Germain French elderflower liqueur, and then 2 parts or equal parts of the soda and the Martini and Rossi Prosecco.
Well, where do you get the fancy carafe?
You can find them online on Saint Germain's website.
Okay. I've always been a fan of Saint Germain too. That's how I first started to love gin, because I would do gin and Saint Germain and like a rosemary. Ooh. Top it off with a little club soda.
Beautiful.
Delicious.
That sounds awesome. And then finally, we're going to add our Saint Germain on top.
Wait, so this is all going to be Saint Germain?
We're using the rest of that. We're
using a lot of it, huh?
It's the
we're
summer.
making 3 cocktails.
Yeah. We're sharing. It's not just for you, dear. It's going to be for all of us.
Where's your straw?
My thoughts exactly.
I love this. It has this very vintage feel to it as well.
It does. It definitely kind of embodies that Parisian feel, both in the carafe, the bottle, and then we have these lovely glasses that I'm just going to go ahead and pour it over.
And you don't have to mix it up in that tall carafe. It just all mixes together by
mix
itself.
itself together. That's the good thing about the bubbles is they kind of, the carbonation kind of pulls everything up and keeps it moving. And then my favorite way to garnish this, especially in the summer, is going to be with the lemon zest. However, my favorite thing, once again, about any spritz, and especially the Saint Germain spritz, is that it's super versatile. So in the winter, sometimes I'll put a cinnamon stick in mine. We're each going to zest our own.
Oh.
There we go.
So you just peeled it, right?
I peeled it, yep, and then you shoot a little bit of oil on top, give it a squeeze.
So you're just giving it a gentle squeeze to release those little
And it'll kind of give it not only the aroma, but you'll get that bright acidity on top. But for the summer, lemon is perfect. Cinnamon is awesome in the winter. You can switch it up and do whatever you like.
I like
Cheers, Rebecca.
that.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
So sophisticated.
Well, to see these recipes or to connect with Rebecca, head on over to the food section of our website. Or if you don't want to make these at home, go see her at work. I guarantee you she'll make you a cocktail.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Johnny's Gold Brick. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank y'all. Cheers.
Wow, they're all delicious, but I think this last one is my favorite.
This is my
this is my
favorite.
favorite.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay, still ahead on Houston Life Texas Pet of the Week.